Hey guys, it's Jaylon. Welcome back. I am here today to share with you my update for Beauty A to Z. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project and it was created by Jessica and Amanda. I will link their information down below. So for this project, if you don't know, we pick one item for every letter of the alphabet. I decided to mix it up this year and I have like two projects going in one. I have 26 items for skincare and then 26 items that are like makeup, skincare, body care, and then makeup. And I'm trying to finish all of them or meet goals on all of them. So we're going to start with the beauty section. And as of last month, I was working, or I still had in the project, 14 items, and I do have one item today that can roll out. It is a perfume, but this is for the letter J. This is by Jo Malone, and it is the Grapefruit Cologne. I have this 30 ml size, right? Yeah, 30 mils. I rolled this in to use a third of the bottle, and I did meet that goal. You can kind of see my little dot there that indicates what I need to get to. I finished this goal today, actually. So yay, I'm so glad this is rolling out. I do love this perfume, but I have so many others I need to work on, so it's nice to roll one out. Moving on to the items I am still working on. For the letter A, I don't remember if I had started working on this last month. I don't think so. I have by Algenist the Firming and Lifting Cream. I think I mentioned that I was close to being able to start using this. So, and this is a 2-ounce jar, so there's a lot of product in here. That is currently where I am. So just past like the lip of the jar. It's gonna take me a while to get through this because again, there are 2 ounces in here. There's a lot of product, so it's gonna take some time. I don't mind this cream. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. I don't even think they make it anymore. Or maybe they do, I don't know. Anyway, for the letter C, moving on. I have the Caudalie Beauty Elixir Spray, and I don't have very much progress since my last update. I'm not even gonna make a line because there's really not much there, but I'm trying to be very cognizant of spraying this in the morning. So we're gonna see how I do between now and the next update because there's a lot of product still left in here. We're halfway through the year and I've barely used it. The next item I am working on is for the letter D. I have the Dr. Jart Trans Foam Clay Mask. This is a Derma Clear mask, and you can see my progress here. I made good progress. I think I'll have this out, I want to say October, because I am really flipping close. And I think like these marks here indicate that I used the mask like once a month. And then these are like twice a month. So if I can use this twice a month between now and the beginning of October, this will be done, which will be fabulous because I had 3 of these in different colors. And this is the last one. I had green, white, and this one. I can't wait. Can't wait. For the letter G, I have the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Cream. I just started using this. So I don't think I've talked about this since the introduction in January. That is where I am. I don't need very much of this. I'm a little worried this is going to take me the rest of the year to finish. Because again, I mean, you can kind of see how much I've used. Not a lot. I don't know. Like I said, I don't need very much. I didn't even use eye cream today or this kind of eye treatment because it felt very sensitive, like my skin felt very sensitive around my eyes, so I just opted for a really hydrating eye cream. Anyway, we'll see. I have barely used the next product. This is for the letter L. It's the Le Labo Another 13 perfume. I may have sprayed this once, if that. I had thought that I met my goal as of last month, but I realized I didn't measure this properly. So you can see I'm just below my line from before. I may save this for fall. I think it's a more fall appropriate scent. It's gorgeous, but I think for me, this is probably a more fall appropriate scent, especially based on the other scents that I have going right now. They're the perfumes I'm working on. So I think I'm going to save that one for fall. So we may not see it until October-ish. Next, for the letter O, I have the Ole Henriksen Sugar Glow Face Scrub. This one is really close. I think I have 1 or 2 uses left. And that's all that's in here. So I'm thinking 2 uses and this will be done. So I'm going to try to prioritize this to roll out before the next update. It's a fine scrub. I just don't need, I shouldn't say that I don't need them, because every once in a while I'm like, oh, I need to, you know, do a physical exfoliator, not a chemical exfoliator. So I don't mind having them around. That one is a little bit harsher than I'd like. For the letter U, I have the Up Circle Face Serum with repurposed coffee extract. And I do have pretty decent progress on this. This is the face oil that I use every night. I mix 3 to 4 drops of this with the face cream, the Algenist face cream. So I'm getting through it. I have one daytime oil that is really close to being finished. And I think once that's done, I may push this to morning, because I have another oil in my Throwback 30 that I like to use at night. So this may get pushed to morning, mixed with my morning moisturizer. We'll see. I have, for the letter V, the Verso Super Eye Serum. This is a product with retinol. So you can see my progress here. I did make pretty good progress on this. This is fine. I think my line is actually a little bit too low, but that's okay. This is fine. This has 20 mils, so a little bit more than what you typically find in products like this. They're usually about 15 mils, and I honestly don't know how much is in the Glow recipe. I'd have to look it up and see. But anyway, again, I think this is another product that's going to take me most of the year to finish. I was a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to get both of these done. I think I can, but I really can't bring in any more like eye serum-y products. I really have to focus on these. And then lastly, for the beauty skincare section, for the letter Y, I have the Hey Honey Sweet Treat Wild Berry and Honey Yogurt Recovery Mask. I use this once. I don't know which side I'm on. I'm always backwards. Anyway, you can see my progress there. So I do have quite a ways to go on this one. I have like 3 hydrating masks that I'm working on right now. So this one kind of gets put into rotation, and I really need to start working on my sheet masks. But I like to use like masks like this after I do a mud mask. So that's kind of how I've been prioritizing that one. But I just used it once in the last month. So those are all the beauty items. I'm going to now switch to makeup items. So in the makeup section, as of the last update, I had 17 items I was working on, and I have 4 that can roll out today. Now, it may only be 3, because I think I may have talked about this last update, but now I can't remember. It was in the notes that I take that I finished it since the last update, but I think I'm wrong about that. Anyway, for the letter J, I have the Juice Beauty Phyto Pigments Illuminating Primer. I want to say I finished this towards the end of June. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about it, but again, just to make sure, I wanted to mention it. The other items I have, I know I finished in the month of July. So for the letter A, I'm able to roll out this Alley-Oop stack. This has 3 products. It has a bronzer, which is here, which I hit pan on, and then a blush, and then the highlighter. And I had rolled this stack in to use each of these products 20 times. And I think as of last month, I only had which one did I have left? The blush. I had the blush left. There were 3 uses left on the blush. I was really hoping to hit pan on the blush, but it didn't happen. Anyway, I'll give you a quick swatch of this stack. Only thing I don't like about the stack is the blush and bronzer are great for me when I'm fair, but the highlighter is really dark. So I don't think it's a great highlighter for like the color story of this stack. So there's the highlighter, blush, and bronzer. So when I'm fair, this does not work on my skin. I made it work, like I used it, but it's not my favorite. So that's my only qualm with this stack. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll work on the bronzer and blush when I'm fair, and then work on the cream highlighter when I have a tan, probably next year. That would be amazing to get out of my collection. Then I have, for the letter E, I have a lip product I can roll out. This is by Essence. It is the Ultra Last Instant Color Lipstick in the shade Nude Seduction. So here is the packaging, and here is the shade. I rolled this in to use 1/3 of the bullet, and that is how much is left, which is awesome. And this is a gorgeous lipstick. I really do like this formula. They don't make this formula anymore. I mean, Essence has other lipsticks that are great, but I really loved this formula. They don't have it anymore. Then lastly, for the letter I have the Ilia multi-stick in the shade At Last. So I rolled this product in to use 50 times. I had 39 uses last month, and I really prioritized this one to use it the last 11 times to roll it out. So that's what that product looks like. It's so pretty. I will say, and I've mentioned this before in this video, this is much better, in my opinion, applied with a brush versus your fingers. It's just a drier formula. I love it, but that's something to keep in mind about it. And just to give you an idea, that is 50 uses. There's still a ton of product in here. So maybe I used 1/4 of it, maybe. It'll be here for a while. All right, so those are my 3 to 4 rollouts. And now for the items I'm still working on, or that I have progress on. For the letter D, I have the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is all, like, this packaging is starting to like kind of fall apart because it's, I don't know if you can see, the coating on this is starting to flake. I don't notice it on my hands or anything when I use it, but it is kind of annoying. Anyway, there's my progress. So I have been focusing on this one. I have another foundation that I'd like to get I have like 6 uses left on it. So I may switch over to that one to get my uses on it, but this is kind of my priority foundation right now. So I have this foundation in to, I wanted to use this up as my plan to pan. So this may be, I don't know if this one's darker than the Dior because I'm currently, the darkest I'll be this year. So I'm just gonna do a quick test. It is darker, it's much darker. So I may switch over to the Maybelline. I will probably have to still mix it with a lightener because it's a little bit, I feel like it's still a little bit too dark for me. So maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'll probably end up using this. This is a perfect match for me right now, the Dior foundation. So I'm probably going to continue to work on this one until it's finished. And then maybe I'll just roll this one in to mix with a lighter foundation. That's probably what I'll end up doing. So disregard that whole like tangent. So that's how I'm doing on the Dior. That's for the letter D. For the letter G, I have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. And I am using this pretty much exclusively as my like facial spray after I do my makeup. There's my progress. I want to say it started out like up here. So yeah, this is coming along. I don't think I'll have this finished before the next update, but I could surprise myself. I feel like that's a lot to go through in a month. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't have any major trips planned. I have one work trip that's like an overnight. And so I think that's it for the month of August. So I will probably be able to focus on this exclusively for the majority of the month. For the letter N, I have the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. I have used this here and there. I tried to scrape the sides so you can see most of the product has settled down there at the bottom, but there's still product clinging to the sides here at the top, of course. So there's still a ton of product in here. I mean, there's a ton here at the top. So I probably won't take out the stopper until, and you can kind of, well, you probably can't see. I won't take out the stopper until I really can't get very much product on the wand. So it's going to take some time. but it's coming along. It's coming along. For the letter O, I have the One Size Translucent Powder. They call this the Ultimate Setting Powder, and I have the shade Translucent. This is a deluxe size. And I have made way more progress on this than I thought I did. So I did kind of tap the powder down to the very bottom. So that's all that's left in here. It looks like there's more because so much of it clings to the side of the packaging. And I haven't tried to take out the sifter. So I'm not, once I get to the point where I can't get any more product out, I will take out the sifter and try to get the rest of the powder out. But yeah, this might be done before the next update. It's very possible, or I could be really close. So we'll see. For the letter P, I have the Pat McGrath, what do they call this? Lust Gloss and Love Potion. This has not settled yet, but this is what this is looking like. So I have a bunch that's kind of, I don't know if you can see up here, that I need to let settle. Now I have used this. I'm thinking I'm about here. So not yet to my goal, of course, of using half of this, but I will let this continue to settle and then kind of mark on here where I am and throw a picture up here if I remember. There are also a couple of air bubbles down here. Those need to work their way up. Anyway, I have definitely used this a bunch. I do enjoy this gloss quite a bit. And it's funny because there's way more product in this NYX gloss than there is in this Pat McGrath gloss. Let's see, does it say on here on the bottom? Yeah, this has 4.5 mils. This has 8 mils. These take way longer to finish. Okay, moving on. For the letter T, I'm working on a blush from this Tarte Amazonian Clay Color Wheel palette. I'm working on the shade Concept, which is this one here. I had pan on this last month, which is awesome. I rolled this in to use 50 times, and I am currently at 35. I had 31 uses last month, so I've only used it 4 times. I have been kind of focusing on some other blushes. I was working on a little Too Faced mini, and that one's finally rolled out. So I can now kind of focus on this a little bit more, even though I've got other blushes I need to work on. So anyway, I am wearing this one today. I do like this blush, this palette quite a bit, and I do like that blush quite a bit. For the letter V, I have this Becca Vanilla Quartz Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed. I don't even know if I've mentioned this product since the introduction. I've used it a couple of times. My goal is to hit pan in this. So Valerie says these are really easy to hit pan in. These little minis, I don't know about that. This highlighter is not my favorite, but it still works, you know. I find that whenever I put it on my cheeks, it doesn't look this brightening. It looks almost like it has that pink base to it. And so it doesn't brighten as much as I'd like. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. That's kind of what I feel. We're going to put it on right now. See. I'll put it on what I already have. Over. I mean, maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. It's pretty. Anyway, that's how it's looking. I do want to hit pan in this. That would be amazing. For the letter W, I have this Westman Atelier lit up highlight stick in the shade Petal. So this is another product I haven't really talked about since I talked about it in the introduction. Because I have a tan now, I am able to use this. So here is what this product looks like. It's a cream highlighter, and it's just not the best shade for me whenever I'm fair. So I started using this once I got my tan. I actually quite like this. I do find it to be a little bit darker than I would like it to be, but I'm using it, and I like the glossiness that it gives. My goal for this is to use a third, and of course I probably have been showing you pictures. I am actually pretty close to that goal, which there's still a ton in here, but I'm close to hitting my goal, so we'll see. I can't remember if this product stuck out at the top of this or if it was right up against the lip. I may have to look at my intro to see, now that I think about it. So anyway, working on this now pretty consistently. I may have that rolled out before the next update. And the last item I have is by YSL. This is their Rouge Volupte Shine in the shade Mauve Core. I have worn this a little bit. My goal is to use half this tube, which is quite a bit. That is how much you can see I've used there. Here is the product. This is a better color for me in the fall, but I have used it here and there. So I do have some progress, and that is how much is left in here. So I think, if I remember correctly, I'm about 2/3 of the way to my goal. Let me see. Yes. About 2/3 of my way to my goal, maybe even a quarter. Like I have a quarter left. So we're getting there. We're getting there. This would be awesome to use half of this and then really be able to focus on finishing it at some point. Ooh, stumbling over my words. Anyway, that is my update for today. I think for the next update, I want to have the one size powder done or close to done. And I think the highlight stick will be done. I don't know if I'll have anything else rolled out. I do have a mascara in this project, but I have like 3 mascaras that I have like in projects right now. It's probably going to be rolled in after I finish the one I just opened, which is the Grande Cosmetics mascara. So I probably won't talk about it in September, but I'm thinking by October I will have it rolled in. Oh, and I probably would have started using a product from the beauty section, the Hemp's body lotion or body moisturizer. I am working on another one right now, but I'll definitely have it done before the next update, and I'll probably roll in the Hemp's one. It's either going to be the Hemp's one or the one from Sol de Janeiro, and the Sol de Janeiro isn't as hydrating, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I decide. That's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Let me share with you how things are going. As of last month in these, we're going to start with some, I have for the letter J, the Juice Beauty. For the letter G, I have the Glow Recipe Watermelon. Watermelon. I don't know if okay, bye.